Hello students, today we are going to start Science Session 2, Unit number 6, Simple Chemical Reaction. And the name of the topic we are going to discuss today is Chemical Reaction. And this is the second topic of this chapter. Students, here you can see this reaction. This is a firework. Okay, so this firework is a result of chemical reaction. Firework is a type of chemical reaction. Chemical reactions. Chemical reactions form new substances by breaking and making chemical bonds. Chemical reactions change the way the atoms are arranged. Students, as I told you in your previous class that physical changes are present, physical changes takes place when their state is changed. For example, a change in the state of solid to liquid, liquid to gas and gas to liquid. And what is chemical change? When atoms and molecules are broken down or combined to form new substances. In physical change, atoms or molecules of the substances do not change, but in chemical change, what happens? Properties of new substances are different than the properties of the substances that make them up. Reactants and products. Let's discuss what are reactants and what are products. Students, reactants present at the beginning of the reaction. For example, this arrow will be in the middle of this equation and these two compounds will be after the arrow. Okay, so present at the beginning of the reactions. Reactants are present at the beginning of the reactions and products are the substances formed by the chemical reactions. When two substances are added with each other and they react are known as reactant. And after this reaction we get a new substance is known as product. Substances present before reactant are known as reactant. Substances present before arrow are known as reactant and substances present after the arrow are known as products. Students, example of burning gas is a chemical reaction. This is a methane gas, and when this methane gas reacts with oxygen which is present in the air, we get a flame. As a result, we get gas, that is carbon dioxide, and steam, water, H2O. Let's discuss making a compound iron sulphide. Student, formation of iron sulphide is the example of chemical reaction. Iron sulphide is produced from the reaction between iron and sulfur. The symbol of the iron is Fe and the symbol of the sulfur is S. When iron is added to the sulfur, we gain a new substance and the name of the new compound or substance is iron sulphide. This new substance is a compound and this compound is known as iron sulphide. One iron atom reacts with one sulfur atom to make one molecule of iron sulphide. Students, now question arises, why does iron sulphide have different properties to the elements iron and sulfur? Let me tell you. When iron and sulfur are present in the elemental form, their properties are totally changed. But when they both are combined, they both have lost their previous properties. Now, they have become a new substance and they have new properties. They are new substance with new chemical properties. Chemical reactions can be exothermic or endothermic. In exothermic reaction, release of energy takes place and in endothermic reaction, absorption of energy takes place. Student, exo mean exit, okay, and therm mean heat. It means that heat is going out. Heat is going outside from in the surrounding, and endothermic mean heat is getting inside the reaction, absorption of energy. Endo mean taking in and therm mean heat. Students, this chemical reaction can be fast or slow. Now, the speed of a chemical reaction is different for all. Now, it depends upon the reactant. Let's discuss exercise. You have 4 questions in this topic and we are going to discuss. And you have to note down these question answers in your copy. Okay? First of all, you have to solve question answer of page number 73 of simple chemical reaction topic in your copy, and after that you have to solve this one exercise, and these questions are present on page number 47. And now I am going to tell you the answer of each question and I am going to explain also. Question number 1. What is the easiest way of writing a chemical reaction? As we have discussed about iron and sulfur, I told you I explained it with this is a word equation. If we write these with their symbol, the symbol of the iron is Fe and the symbol of the sulfur is S. Okay, so this is a chemical equation. When we write it with their formulas or symbol, this is known as a chemical equation, and if we write like this with full name, this is known as a word equation. Iron plus sulfur and the substance formed is a compound is iron sulphide. So this will be the chemical equation, word equation, and now this is the chemical equation, iron plus sulfur. Now, the easiest way of writing chemical reaction is to write it in a word equation or in a chemical equation. So, if we have a long chemical reaction and if we want to summarize it, we can write in a chemical or word equation. We can use their symbols and we can use their name to explain the complete reaction. Question number 2. What name is given to the chemicals involved in a chemical reaction? Students, I told you the chemicals present before the arrow are known as reactants. And which type of chemicals are present before the arrow? Chemicals, those involved in a chemical reactions. They are present before the arrow. So we will say that chemicals involved in a chemical reaction are called reactants. Question number 3. What name is given to the chemical produced in a chemical reaction? Answer. The substances present after the arrow and which are formed after the reaction are known as product. So, chemical produced in a chemical reactions are called product. Question number 4. Just you have to mention this question number 4, okay? Explain the difference between endothermic reaction and exothermic reaction. The endothermic reaction absorbs energy from the surrounding, that is in the form of heat. On the other hand, an exothermic reaction releases energy into the surrounding of the system. Students, hope you have understood this lecture, and now what you have to do these question answers in your copies, and you have any question you can ask me in school timing from 8 to 2. Take care.